Hello, this is Bert from Infrared Heating UK. I would like to show you the difference between a traditional heating mat and the heating film. They are both for underfloor heating, but they are very different products. This is a 1 square meter heating mat. The heating mat has a set size. It is usually 50 centimeters wide. There is no variation in that. Because this one is 1 square meter, it is 1 meter long. The heating element in the heating mat is a wire. So you see this wire is secured to this mesh backing, so it makes it easy to roll down. Actually, it is rolled down like this. So the mesh has also a sticky tape on it. So once you put the heating mat in its position, then you can stick it down so it wouldn't move before you put the screed on it or the tiles. So this product works best with ceramic tiles because the tiles are good heat conductors. As you see, the heated surface here is only a wire, which means the wire has to operate at a high temperature and that heat has to spread. Therefore, you cannot really use this with floating floor products like engineered wood or laminated boards because those are not good heat conductors. Those are actually insulators. Therefore, if you want to use it with engineered wood or these kind of hard board products, then you need to screed this heating mat in. It has to be in a screed, so the screed would have a uniform temperature and then you would put your floor on the top. If you use it with ceramic tiles, then you can either screed it in or tile directly on the product. The tiles are not sensitive to high heat and conduct heat, so when you put them on the heating mat, they get really nice and hot. But this product has a set size, so if you have a bathroom which is 2.5 square meter, then you need to buy a different product because this one is only 1 square meter. You can't make it bigger, you can't make it smaller. If you cut the wire, then it disables the whole heating mat. So there is no way to change its size. This other product, which we like using for most of our installations, is heating film. This one is only 1/2 square meter. It's 50 centimeters width, and this one is 1 meter long, so it's only 1/2 square meter. You can make this bigger by using a longer strip or just crimping another strip to it, and you can also make it shorter. You can easily cut it, and then it is shorter. The other good thing about the heating film is the large heated surface. So this means the whole surface of the heating film is heated, therefore it operates at a lower temperature and can be used directly with floating floor system like laminated boards or engineered wood. Because it can be used directly, it does not need a screed, so it can actually just be installed with the dry installation process, where first you put down an insulation board, you put the heating film on the top, you wire it, and then you put the floor on it, and it's done. So this is how simple to install the heating film, and this is designed to be used with floating floor systems, which are usually solid boards like engineered wood or laminated boards. So you see, this one is in direct contact with the heating film, the floor covering. So the heating film does not need to operate at a high temperature because of that, and therefore it is a lower wattage product, so it uses less energy. This particular product is 130 watt per square meter, but we also use 110 or 80 watt per square meter product, which is a lot lower than this, because this one, as it has to operate at a high temperature because of the low heated surface, the minimum what we use is 150 watt per square meter, and we also use 200 watt per square meter product. So this is the main difference between these two products, that this one works best with good heat conductors like tiles or stone, and it has a higher wattage. us, it is usually screeded in. It is a slower heating system. It responds slowly because it has to heat up a mass. It uses more energy, so it costs more to operate. It works slower. It builds up a thermal mass. So when you switch it off, the floor is still going to be hot, so you might overheat your room. But it works well with tiles and stone, and nothing works better than this with those floor coverings if you want to use electric underfloor heating product. The other disadvantage is that it is a set size, so you can't make it smaller or can't make it bigger. This heating film works best with floating floor systems. You can also use it with carpet or soft vinyl, but then you need an additional layer of an MDF baseboard. It uses less electricity, it is lower wattage, it is easy to cut to size, and it is installed with a dry installation process, so it is very fast to install. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section and I can answer them in the next video.